Yeah, getting bit by those little tiny mosquitoes, I guess. Nenoniums is what we called them back in Michigan. I believe it's the same denomination of mosquito-ish. There's some type of bug too in my backyard, and sometimes even on my back patio, that kind of bites your ankles. Now, it can't be fleas, because fleas can't reproduce here, and it can't be fleas for another reason. My dogs aren't in the backyard scratching themselves continuously because of these bites. It's some type of insect that bites your legs, ankles, whatever, whatnot, you know what I'm saying? It can be quite the pain in the ass. I could Google it and find out what the H Christ it is. If I wanted to know that badly, which I, check this shit out. What are the fucking odds on this? And it's a fucking Lambo, no get less. Oh, I found a dealer in Salt Lake City. That's selling Jeeps for $6,000–7,000 less than MSRP. You know, there's a dealer discount, and then there's a discount for financing, and then there's a discount for if you have a trade-in. But you got to do all of those things. But it seems like it's a bit of a scam. I'm gonna do a follow-up today. I'm gonna call the guy and find out exactly what's going on. How do you get that price? But you just heard me. You've got to trade in a car. You've got to apply for financing. You know, at 7%, I believe it is. You would take a finance 5,000 of it just to get the discount and make, you know, $1,500 discount there. A $1,500 discount for trading in the vehicle. And the dealer discount of about $3,000. So, you know, you can get a 392 final edition for about 95,000 bucks. If you get all of those discounts, normally it goes for 102,000. So do the math. Here we go. This motherfucking road is blocked off again. Come on, guys. Jesus, man, painting? They better hurry up. It's time to open for business. They've probably been painting this whole, they jet sprayed, cleaned it, so then they pop it with paint. Okay, we better get out. We better go over here. Yeah, wow. Look at, they're painting it. Oh, fuck me. Let's go this way. This is a high rent district, so they gotta keep this place tight. Everything's gotta look good. So when paint starts to get old and starts to get dirty or stains on it, you got to repaint it and keep it tight. Does that make sense, guys? This is big time shopping area. You got very high-end folks that live up on top of the hill just from here. 15 million, $20 million homes, 25-ish maybe, would be the top of the cream. And this is where they come to eat and socialize and drink. Lucille's, not bad. Barbecue, steakhouse. It's doable, guys. Let's see if this guy's gonna stop or... I saluted that dude. Oh, just out for a nice little ride, man. Taking a little detour off the bike trail. I woke up yesterday early, but I was so fucking tired I went right back to sleep. And then after I woke up maybe at 6, which you could have still done it at that hour. It's not hot anymore. I didn't do it. I didn't go for the ride. Eventually, it'll be too cold at this hour. You know, maybe by the end of October, and you'll be like, fuck that shit, I ain't going in that fucking cold. This is a meager 35 right here. Man, these brakes are tight as tits. I love it. These brakes have skid power. That's not ergonomically correct, that sign in the middle of the sidewalk there. I can't believe they poured the sidewalk. Somebody was probably supposed to move that sign, another contractor. They didn't. And then the people that do the sidewalk say, fuck it, man, we're doing our job too. We ain't moving it, but it shouldn't be there. It's right. Even wheelchairs can't go around it without going off the sidewalk. I'm sure it's on the city's list of 10 million things to get done. You know, at some point they'll do it. You know, when they're in the area, they'll demolition that section of sidewalk, move the sign. Does that make sense, guys? We're in the high rent district up here, guys. Ran into a dude that, I don't know the development up here, but he's selling his place for $5 million. I would say he's probably got the most expensive house in the development. Nice view. But it's butted up against the mountain. No room for cars. Say he wanted to throw a party. He's got it's a gated community. He has a gate going to his property. There's a small gate. I mean, so small that, say you had a utility trailer like I've got, it would fit through that gate, but it'd be tight. Look at that. There's a queer dude that's got his fucking off-road lights on. It's the only chance he gets to use them is right now. He doesn't do any off-roading, but he's got off-road lights and he uses them in town. Fucking cracks me up. Now that's kind of bullshit, ain't it? Using your off-road lights in town? You see it so often. These dudes don't go off-road. That's their only shot to use them. We've got a morning sunrise coming, guys. Look at that orange horizon over there. And you're right here with me in Las Vegas, on top of the world up here. You guys are some lucky goddamn campers, man, let me tell you that. Oh, I did, I took my Jeep in. The tires were a little bit out of balance after 3,000 miles. These big tires, 37-inch tires or higher, you've got to balance them every 3,000 miles. Because they go out of whack. They weren't too far out of whack, but they were out of whack. Would it be enough out of whack to cause the speed wobble or the death wobble that I was getting? And when I say death, I do mean death. I don't think so. So we've got it scheduled to do a front end alignment. So that's next. And that's going to happen October 1st. We're going to bring it into the dealership. And I'm also going to have them check the front end parts. Anything that's worn, let's replace it. I'm going to tell them that the vehicle has serious speed wobble problems, or I should say death wobble. Such a beautiful ride. Oh my God. Very cool right there because of the golf course and the sprinklers. The air is much cooler. It's got to be 5 degrees cooler there going next to the golf course. Very let's make sure we don't have a car turning. You know, this is an 55 and older communities on both sides of the road here, so trust me when I tell you, they have no peripheral vision. They will not see you on the sidewalk when they turn the corner. That's not a knock, I'm just saying. They're inside of their tiny little bubble doing their driving, and they don't care what's on the side of them, only what's in front of them, if that. experienced it before. It's like, holy shit, this fucker can't see me? Nope. Almost ran me over. That was a few years ago. Different. When I've seen that happen, I said, okay. It's like, okay, these guys don't have peripheral vision. Gotcha. I made a mental note of it. And that's also true with the 25-year-old girl who's on her cell phone or putting her makeup on in her rear view mirror, you know, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea, guys. You pretty much got to do that with everybody. Except me. I've got peripheral vision. See, like right there? I seen that guy turning. Oh, it's good to see they don't have their goddamn fucking sirens on. This is a high-end rent district up here. There's a fucking an ordinance in Henderson where the emergency services, police, fire trucks, ambulances, they can't use their fucking sirens if it's not necessary. Now, that's not always the case, man. I do believe that some of these emergency personnel are siren drunk. They use them even when they don't have to use them because they're drunk. It's a drug. But right there, they weren't using them. And let me tell you something, brothers. This is the high rent district up here. And if they're using them and somebody complains, shit is gonna go fucking sideways. Because I guarantee you, there's plenty of people to complain about noise, siren noise, when you don't have to use the sirens. We got McDonald Ranch there. If that ain't high rent, I don't know what is. Yes, loving life, man. Just beautiful ride this morning again. I do believe we're going to. Oh, I was telling you about that dealer, yeah, with the 6,000 off. I don't know, man. There was another dealer in Michigan doing the same thing, but his discounts were a little bit more. You have to work for Stellantis. That's the people who own Jeep. If you work for Stellantis, you get that discount. You know, but they shouldn't be showing that discount because 99.99% of the people who are looking for a Jeep, they don't work. 99.9999% don't work for Stellantis. So they shouldn't be showing the Stellantis discount because it doesn't apply to everybody. Just a few random people who work for Stellantis who want to buy a Jeep, period. But anyways, there's got to be some fucking type of catch with this dealer in Las Vegas too. We're gonna look into it. I'm gonna act like I'm really gonna buy, and do I get the discount? We're gonna do that this morning. I'm gonna call the guy. It's a white Jeep 392 Final Edition. There's something jiggling on this fucking bike. I gotta figure out what the fuck it is. It's starting to concern me. Okay, quit looking at... There's something making noise. I suppose I should take a look here, but I don't want to ruin my flow. So as soon as I slow down, we'll take a look, closer look, right here at this next stop sign-ish. You know, I'm getting carried away of looking at this fucking problem. Not problem, this noise, right? And I'm not paying attention to where I'm fucking driving. Come on, dude. You see, you don't really want to break your fucking rhythm here. You know what I'm saying? You got a perfect flow here. And you don't break it to look at your equipment. We'll get there when we get there, which is coming up very soon. Let's take a look at what's making some noise here. Dude, this is a nice bike. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna raise this seat a little bit. I need to tighten a screw here. I'll show you which one. When you open up this swing arm, well, there's a screw head right here. And what you do is, or it's back here. Back here, you tighten that up like a quarter of a turn because my seat keeps sinking. Even though you cinched it off, it just needs to be like a quarter turn tighter. Let's see here, this is okay, interesting. We'll have to go that way one day too. We will, just not right now. We'll come up this way and go that way. But there is the seat keeps sliding down, not a lot over. You have to traverse many bumps for it to slide down. It just needs to be a little bit tighter, and we'll take care of that. When I got the Allen wrenches out, I'll remember to do that. See, you won't have to fuck with it for probably the next 2 or 3 rides. The next ride, I believe we're going to be taking the small trailer with the Jeep, and I believe we're going to be taking 4 bikes with us. Dirt bike, street bike, 2 mountain bikes, electric. So it could be the first time the Jeep tows the small trailer. Kind of interesting. That's going to be the next trip, long trip too. So to Canada, Montana. I did get my capriotti sandwich yesterday. It's delicious. Oh my God. Turkey, not processed turkey, real turkey. It's the only sandwich, sandwich meat I eat is real turkey. It was delicious. And I mean the fucking bomb, man. I mean it was the bomb delicious. Not just, I still got a 5-inch sub in my refrigerator right the fuck now. I'm gonna eat for breakfast. And then later on today, it's going to be chicken tacos at Reba's, 99 cents. I gotta believe that that's probably the only Reba's in town that has chicken tacos for 99 cents. They're trying to drum up business. I don't know how good of a taco it is, but they compete with Roberto's. And Roberto's used to have 99 cents tacos on Wednesday. Then they had a $1.29 taco. On Wednesday, and now it's $1.59 taco on Wednesday, so their prices have gone up. Reba's has followed suit, and like I said, I would say that most Reba's Mexican restaurants are probably higher. But we're gonna check them out today. We're gonna go down there and get 5 chicken tacos or so, see how good they are. And hopefully they're real good. And if they will be doing it, as long as they're 99 cents, it'll be like a staple every Wednesday. I got a note on my goddamn office desk right now telling me to go get those fucking tacos, because last week I forgot. I gotta believe they're probably the bomb. They might be, the only thing I can see is they might be small. Huh. There's a little chute over there too. I should look into that fucker. It probably goes down to the next street, which is what I want. It goes behind this elevate. It'd be interesting to see where that fucking path goes, because if it, I gotta believe it probably just goes behind elevate and that's it, and then turns into their apartment complex at a gated thing where you need a code or something. But it doesn't look like it's on their property though. Are you guys enjoying the ride this morning? Kicking ass and taking names, if I had time to take names. Such a beautiful ride. You've seen me, this is just, I'm very surprised that I'm enjoying it so much. But you see me, just some of my recent off-road adventures, extreme biking, I put together a montage of 4 of my falls that I had on my last trip. Morning. It's like people are getting ready to go to work here, guys. 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 after. Yes, gentlemen, even I do fall from time to time. Although, let me tell you something. A lot of those, several of those falls, I'm trying to think of the falls again. Let's see, 1, 2. I'm trying to think of the third fall. Or I mean, I remember 3 of them. I'm trying to think of the other one offhand. The point being that the falls were the result of having a tire that has no traction. It's bald. So, oh man, that's a big step up. If I had tires that had traction, I probably wouldn't have fell, is the point I'm trying to make. My back tire is a smooth slick, and it's kind of interesting to ride like that. I've got new tires. It's just that I'm not going to put one on right now. Especially after I've got that chain tensioner jimmy rigged like a professional. We're just gonna leave that fucker right there, and when I start seeing the belts on the tire, then we'll think about changing them. If that makes sense. The tires are, the rear tire is as smooth as a baby's bottom. That's why you lose. I'm thinking, okay, 1. How's the dog? Okay? Yes, my tire does need to be replaced, but we're gonna run it probably until remember I've got green slime in the tube and everything. Boy, it's warm underneath this overpass. Beautiful morning. GoPro, stop recording.